Good morning to everyone. We can see the topic phrasal verbs. So, phrasal verbs is nothing but a verb followed by an adverb particle or preposition gives different meaning. Such combination or phrasal verbs which be usually different from the meaning of the words. A phrasal verb is a verb plus a particle. For example, put off. So put is a verb, off is a particle. Example, I put off my trip means I postponed my trip. The verb and the particle have a special meaning. When we use the same verb with a different particle, the meaning changes. For example, put off means to postpone. Put off means to cover the thing. Some phrasal verbs have more than one meaning. For example, keep on means to continue. Keep on, not to remove something. So these are used commonly in informal English. Now we can see the kinds of phrasal verbs. There are two kinds of phrasal verbs, that is transitive and intransitive phrasal verbs. So transitive verbs have objects in a sentence. For example, are you writing down these notes? I haven't called Mr. Wilson back. Intransitive phrasal verbs do not have objects. For example, Tony's car broke down. We can see some separatable phrasal verbs. Most phrasal verbs are separatable. The verb and the particle can be separated. When the object is a noun, the noun after the particle. For example, Jimmy put on his coat, or put the noun between the verb and the particle. Jimmy put his coat on. When the object is a pronoun, you must put in between the verb and the particle. Example, Jimmy put it on is the right sentence. So when to separate a phrasal verb? We can separate the phrasal verb and the particle when the object consists of just a few words. For example, Mr. Wilson called his appointment off. So when not to separate a phrasal verb? You cannot separate the phrasal verb and the particle when the object is longer than four words. Example, Mr. Wilson called off his 3:30 appointment with Dr. Smith. Phrasal verbs that are must be separated. So when we can separate these phrasal verbs? There's a small number of verbs. With these verbs, you must put the object between the verb and the particle. Tina kept her jacket on. We can see the three-word phrasal verbs. So these words are usually inseparable. That means the phrasal verb along with the preposition. Tina dropped down of school. So here drop down is a phrasal verb, off is a preposition. So we can go for a quick review of two-word phrasal verbs. Out. So ask out, blow out, break out, go out. Back, bring back, call back, come back. On, call on, get on, go on. You can also go for a quick review with three phrasal verbs with come along with, get together with, get along with, of, drop out of, get out of, move out of. So these are the few free verb phrasal verbs. Thank you.